Welcome everybody to today's call. On today's interview we have Charlie Weingroff. He's a strength and conditioning, or has been strength and conditioning coach, physical therapist, personal trainer. What we're going to be talking about today is we're going to be talking about low back pain, we're going to be talking about strength training, and we're going to be talking about the progression from low back pain all the way through to strength training. So hopefully, if you are experiencing some degree of back pain, we'll be able to, in a way, guide you through how you can sort of work on yourself, or who you need to find to be able to overcome your low back pain, or definitely reduce it. You can find Charlie at charlieweingroff.com. That's his website. So if you need to, find out any more about Charlie there, you can. He's got blogs, articles, videos, so on and so forth. So you can really get a good taste of who he is and what he's about. So I'd like to introduce Charlie now. So hi, Charlie.
Hey, Chris, how are you? Thank you for having me.
No problem. So just for the listeners,
useful for everybody.
Could you just give us a very quick sort of background and introduction to sort of who you are, what you do, and sort of how you've come and got to where you are today?
Yeah, well, when you introduced me, you're absolutely correct. I do consider myself a strength and conditioning coach first. I have been a physical therapist for just about 15 years. However, I've always been very blessed that I've had the opportunities to work in professional sports. I began as a athletic trainer in professional basketball. My first job at a PT school was in the NBA with the New Jersey Nets. And just being in that world, you start to learn a couple things. One is that winning is the primary goal. And when you're truly an athlete and have an athletic mindset, you'll start to do things that relate to winning. And you also have been very fortunate to have support systems of those teams and other jobs that I've had to begin to learn. And then when you're that excited about winning and contributing, and you have the resources to learn, you start to find things that really start to put you ahead of the curve. At least this is in my opinion. So over the years, I've had, whether my official job title was athletic trainer, physical therapist, or strength coach, I've really put a lot of those things together where I feel very comfortable in what I'm doing to help folks that are in pain. But more importantly, I don't look at that as the terminal piece as many healthcare providers do. I look at movement and fitness and function as the final piece. And just because someone is out of pain, that doesn't mean their risk factors are modified for a reoccurrence of pain, because we know that the number one predictor of pain, the number one predictor of injury, not pain, number one predictor of injury is previous injury. So I work with active population, but I use that same model, and the person's individual goals or their activity level, we really just use the same model and provide them whatever inputs, whether it's strength and conditioning or rehab. So I've been in the NBA. I currently work for Nike. I'm not sure if folks, because you're in London, right? That's
we're just west of London. Yeah.
Yes, I'll leave out the EPL teams that I have worked with recently because they're not in London, so I don't want to make anybody mad. I'm sure the colors, if I say the red, then you know who I have worked with.
Yeah,
So
I did see you on Facebook, training grounds, and
they're not
so on and so forth.
they're not so friendly with the ones that wear blue down by you, or black. So nonetheless, I don't only work in professional sports. I see people and regular people in terms of regular fitness, or people that don't even really have fitness goals, and we just put the model together. So it's a very diverse population, and how I got to where I'm at. Nonetheless, the systematic approach and how we look at things is very, very stratified across the board.
Cool. Excellent. So sort of to start off with, we're going to sort of maybe go from the general public sort of arena, and then we'll move up into more the strength, maybe performance, athletic, sports team side of things. But before we get into that, I know that you sort of, follow, I guess maybe you could call it a philosophy, or a kind of, as you've said, like a certain model, but the joint-by-joint approach. Now, previously we've spoken to Gray Cook, obviously one of the